Welcome to Coffee and Bonsai with Tom. I mentioned I wanted to show my lighting setup. So this is it. I have sort of two rooms in the house where I keep plants. This is what I call the plant room. Gets a lot of natural light, and I also have these artificial lights, and then I have the chiller basement room, which is unheated and probably stays, anywhere from 45 to maybe 60 in the summertime, so it stays quite cool in there, and I also have some lights there. And I also like these shelves, although I don't use these in the basement, but these are quite nice. You get them on Amazon, and they're, I don't know, like $65 for this shelf. And then you can see my lights. I have 3 rows of Barinna, I think is how it's pronounced, and I quite like them. They have different color temperatures. There's a sort of more of a white one and then more of a yellow one. So in this case, I have 2 yellows and then a white in the middle. I kind of like, I wouldn't say it's yellow. I think they call it natural sunlight, but it gives it more of a warm look. And then the white one is more like, I guess, 5000K. I'll try to find the actual links that I use to purchase these, and I will put those in the video. But the plants they're all quite happy here. I don't have a lot of space. You can see between these. I keep the lights fairly close. I think this is maybe 14 inches per shelf. So I'll just kind of go down. It's pretty much the same setup on every shelf, 3 lights across. I've thought about doing less, maybe 2, because I have to watch these pretty closely. They really do use a lot of water in this setup, which is good because I get a chance to fertilize them every day. But it can be a lot. I have this. I think this is Gorilla plastic. It's sort of like, it's enough to, when I water them, I have a sprayer, which I'll show you here, which is kind of nice. So I just spray them until I see the water coming out of the bottom, and then that's kind of a wrap for that one, and it prevents the water from going all over the room. This is a larger shelf I have. It's not a Spider 1000, but it's sort of like a knockoff equivalent to that. I think it's a 60-watt LED, and it does a great job. I mean, this puts out quite a bit of light. But actually, this is a taller shelf, so any plants that I have that are a little taller than some of my others I put on this shelf, but it does quite well. And then I'll just show you the bottom shelf, just because we're down here. Again, it's the same as the top 2, and I have a variety of plants in there, and I've had these in here for, I don't know, a year and a half, and they work quite well. So it's a pretty good setup, I would say. And you can get these shelves and lights in different lengths and sizes, and none of it is all that expensive. I was sort of surprised when I got into it that I could get these strong lights that work really well, and a shelf. I mean, the shelf was like $65. The lights were similar price, $65 for I think 9 of them. So let's see, 2, 4, yeah, maybe it was 6 of them, right? So initially I had 2 lights per shelf, and then I bought another set after a year, and then where I got the different colors. I don't know if you can see the different colors. I can see it with my naked eye, but you can sort of see the yellowish on the edges and then the white in the middle. But all in, that's fairly inexpensive for a indoor grow light setup that works quite well. I've been very very happy with it. I also have I have it all set on. I have an Apple HomePod, so I have one of the. Oh, this thing plugs in with one plug, which is kind of nice because all these, let me see, I can show you this, these sort of daisy chain together, and then you can kind of strap them to make it a little nicer looking if you want. But it's kind of nice because you don't, you know, these connect to each other. Like, I wish these cords were a little shorter for my case, but you know, this one connects to that one, connects to the next one, and then only one of them actually connects to the thing that plugs into the wall. So you don't have all these plugs. You only need one outlet, which is quite nice. And so I have that plugged into an outlet that it's a special HomePod thing that connects to my HomePod, you know, Apple Music system thing that it's pretty nice because then I can set timers to turn the lights on and off, or I can just hit a button or ask Siri to turn the lights on and off, which is pretty nice. Like, is it Siri, lights off? Siri, lights on. You know, which is kind of nice. And you know, it has all kinds of advanced features where you can have it turn the lights on and off based on, you know, when it gets daylight and when the sun sets, which is, I don't actually use that. I sort of have, I guess I should mention this, I have these lights set up to run from, I think it comes on at 8:30 in the morning, and then I run it till like 10:15 at night, so like 14 hours of daylight. And as I said, I think it's a little, maybe too much light for some of these. You can see there's a little bit of wilting on some of the leaves, but I sort of, you know, I kind of like to keep them a little stressed. I think it keeps the growth compact, and I have less worry about root rot. I have had some aeoniums in here, or even cactus. Or sorry, not cactus, but cactus loves these lights, but not well. So the aeoniums, they're green usually, and then when they get stressed, they get this bright red, and these things are like almost black under here. So there's a fair amount of light, I think stressing them. And the same thing with my when I have jades under here, Crassula ovata gets kind of red tips. So I think it's a pretty good light setup, and I hope you've enjoyed this tour of the lights with no coffee today, but we have bonsai and lights. And thanks so much, and I look forward to seeing you again. Have a great day.